bouncing, they like the way I be leaning. All the ballers is bouncing, they like the way I be leaning. If you bleed, feeling like a pimp, nigga, go on, brush your shoulders off. Ladies is pimps too, go on, brush your shoulders off. Niggas is crazy, baby, don't forget that boy told you get that.
She a real bad bitch, got her own money. She don't need no nigga on the dance floor. She had 2-3 drinks, now she twerking. She throw it out and come back in. My best friend, she a real bad bitch, got her own car. She don't need no lift in a strip club. No, my girl won't tip, now she twerking. She throw it out and come back in. Is that my bestie in a taxi? Fresh blowout, skin on town, she petty. Bitch, you look good with a T at the end. I'm a hyper every time, now my motherfucking friend. She been on with a T like, bitch, guess what? All the rich ass boys wanna fuck, ass sitting up, could look, no touch. And I'm bad, bustin' bands every time we link up. That my best friend, she a real bad bitch, got her own money. She don't need no nigga on the dance floor. She had 2-3 drinks, now she twerking. She throw it out and come back.
Call me when you need. Sicker than your average, sicker than your average. Call me when you want, call me when you need. Call me in the morning, I'll be on the way. Sicker than your average, sicker than your average. Call me when you need. Call me in the morning, I'll be on the way. Call me when you want, call me when you need. Call me out by your name, I'll be on the way. Talking, you don't even have to try. You're cute enough to fuck with me tonight.
Bring it.
The table all I see is sweet and white.
Turn it.
You live in the life, but nigga, you ain't living right. Cocaine and drinking with your friends. You live in the dark, boy, I cannot pretend. I'm not faced, don't be innocent. If you've in your garden, you know that you can. Call me when you want, call me when you need. Call me in the morning, I'll be on the way. Call me when you want, call me when you need. Call me out by your name, I'll be on the way. Like,
this my shit.
call me in the morning, I'll be on the way.
This my shit.
Call me out by your name, I'll be on the way. Like, nigga, you ain't living right.
Baby, I like your style.
Grips on your legs, front way, back way. You know that I don't play. Streets not safe, but I never run away, even when I'm away. OT, OT, there's never much love when we go OT. I pray to make it back in one piece. I pray, I pray. That's why I need a one dance. Got a Hennessy in my hand. One more time before I go. Higher powers taking a hold on me. I need a one dance. Got a Hennessy in my hand. One more time before I go. Higher powers taking a hold on me.
Bring it, babe, touch it.
One more time before I go.
Bring it, babe, touch it. I like your style. Bring it, babe, touch it.
One more time before I go.
Bring it, babe.
Good morning, traders! What is up and what's going on? Ladies and gentlemen, happy Money Monday! That's right, ladies and gentlemen, it is Money Monday, my favorite day of the week. I'm excited. Why is that? It's a brand new day full of brand new opportunities. It's a brand new week full of brand new opportunities. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm fired up, as you can tell. I'm excited. And I'm ready to absolutely attack this day. Woo! Let's make it happen, baby. I hope you guys had an awesome Thanksgiving. I was here in the morning on Friday setting up scanners, and then I was out for the day and for the weekend, enjoying that time with friends and enjoying that time with family. So if I did not get a chance to say good morning on Friday, good morning. I hope you guys had an awesome Thanksgiving. I hope you guys had an amazing holiday weekend, a blessed holiday weekend. And I hope you guys are fired up, ready to rock. And I hope you guys are fired up, ready to roll. Hit me with a big old good morning. Let me know that you guys are in chat. Let me know that the messages are working good, that you can see everybody's comments and messages, that you're getting the live stream, that the audio's good. I made some adjustments. Just want to make sure we're all set, ready to rock and roll before we dive into it. But again, once again, if you're just now tuning in over on YouTube, if you're just now tuning in here inside of chat, good morning. Happy Money Monday. I hope you guys had an awesome Thanksgiving. Hopefully you didn't put on too much weight like me, but it's okay. It's okay. We have a little over 30 days before the first of the year to get rid of that 10 pounds that we added. So I feel a little hungover still. I'm still in my turkey coma. All right, guys. I don't know about you, but I'm still in my turkey coma. All right, but hey, I'm happy. I added on 10 pounds I didn't want to add on, but guess what? I got until January 1st, 2022 to get this shit off. So let's make it happen. What's up and what's going on? Casey, Texas Cowboy, Angel, Cole, J. Rich, Kids King, Merlin, Movie Star, Jay Cohen, Jeff B. Moose. What is up? And good morning. Woo! What's up over on YouTube? We got Dougie, Steven, Diego, PXS. Good morning, team, and happy Money Monday. So let's talk about what we got going on. Obviously, I wasn't here on Friday. I wasn't here on Friday, but the markets took a big old poopy there on Friday. Why did the markets close down almost 2% there on Friday, right? I mean, again, Wednesday when the market closed, in post-market, we were at $470, right? Boom, literally within one day, down towards around 456. Why did the market fall? I mean, again, it was like 2%. I mean, it was a little over 2%. The market fell, again, about 3% from that post-market close, that high, to where we ended up closing there on Friday, down almost 3%. Why is that? Well, the fears of the new COVID variant, right? That's exactly what's going on. Fears of this new COVID variant. Fears that, we could possibly go through another lockdown, shutting down, people out of jobs again, unemployment. I mean, there's a lot of fears that if this COVID variant is bad, right, and the Moderna vaccine, the Pfizer vaccine aren't really doing anything to prevent catching it, that creates a lot of fear and uncertainty and doubt in the market, right? We saw the SPY down almost 3%. We saw the Qs, the NASDAQ, took a nice little hit as well. And we also saw the VIX have a nice big pop there on Friday as well. So again, Friday, the VIX went from around 18 all the way to almost 28. That's almost a 50% increase in the VIX. Do you guys know what the VIX is? To keep it really simple, the VIX is the fear index, right? It's not really the fear index, but to keep it simple, the VIX, people look at it as like the fear index. You know, when the VIX is low and moving down, there's less fear and uncertainty in the market. We can expect the market to be pretty consistent, right? Not very volatile. When we see spikes in the VIX, like what we saw Thursday into Friday, a huge 18 to 20 some dollar spike in the VIX, that to investors and traders is, man, there's some uncertainty in the market. There's fear in the market, right? We actually have a nice lesson today talking about stock market corrections, stock market crashes, the difference, what the VIX is, and how to take advantage of this particular market, right? If you missed 2020 and you're like, man, how can I take advantage if we see another relapse of 2020? Which I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm just saying you got to be mindful and kind of be prepared and educated on how to take advantage of that. Today, we're going to talk about, again, how to take advantage of market opportunities when the market is selling off. We're going to talk about the VIX. We're going to talk about some options. We're going to talk about inverse ETFs. Today's going to be a nice little fun lesson, guys. So again, that's kind of what happened on Friday, right? News hitting the fan, new COVID strain, new variant. There's a lot of fear. Travel restrictions out of South Africa. There's cases over in Germany. There's cases here. There's cases in the UK, yada, yada, yada. So right now, that is why the market, right, sold off on Friday, right? That's why we saw the VIX pop up. Now, the VIX is still relatively high than where it was at there on Wednesday, right? Wednesday was around 20. We're still at 24. It's moving its way back down, which is good. But when the VIX is high, right, spreads with options get a little wacky, right? There's some pretty big spreads. The options are very volatile, right? The spreads can be out of whack sometimes on your options, which makes them more challenging to trade. The cost of your options are going to be more expensive as well. Today, if we look at the S&P daily expiration contracts, normally you can pick those up for $1, $1.50 a contract, being right around at the money. Watch these today with the VIX being higher than where it was last week. It's still up substantially from 18 to 24. Look at the spreads on options today, just as a learning lesson. Look at the spreads on options, just kind of see how they're a little out of whack than what they normally are like 2-3 weeks ago. And then also look at the cost of these as well. We know that daily expiration calls and puts on the SPY are normally, you know, under $2 a piece. Towards the end of the day, 50, 60, 70 cents. Watch those option prices be more costly, a little bit larger today, simply because of the VIX. Okay, so we're gonna talk a lot about that today. I don't really want to spend too much time talking about what happened Friday. We all know the new COVID strain. We know that's what's happening with the market. Today's lesson is going to be a good lesson, talking about the VIX, talking about options, how to take advantage of the markets if the market is correcting, if the market is crashing, and what's the difference between a correction and what's the difference between a crash, right? A lot of people say the market's crashing, the market's crashing. No, it's not. It's correcting. It's not even in correction territory yet. It's pulling back. Now, is it pulling back quick and hard? Absolutely, but we're not even close to being in correction territory, and we're not even close to being in, you know, that term of market crash like 2020. So today's a pretty easy day, guys, as far as what's moving, why is it moving, okay, what are we watching, and why are we watching it? Today's a very, very easy day. Every single stock on our watch list, LGVN, possible mid-candle breakout, we'll come back to this and talk about it and get you guys prepared. BFRI was a mover last week. ISPC, AHPI, PTN, NRXP, all of these stocks that are either gapping up today or ones that were moving last week. What sector are these stocks in? Which makes it a very easy day. Every single stock is in the healthcare sector. So we see Moderna gapping up substantially today. We see Pfizer gapping up, and all of our penny stocks are in the healthcare sector. Why are we looking at anything else besides stocks in the healthcare sector? Why? Right? Moderna is gapping up almost $40. Pfizer, $1, but $1 move out of Pfizer is pretty decent, right? Why is our top gaining stock, KRYS, up 134%? Well, it does have news on KRYS, but again, it's a healthcare sector stock. That's what we're seeing right now, like what we saw back in 2020, right? Right when that initial fear started to hit the market, what were we seeing? Biotech companies, pharmaceutical companies, any company that dropped a press release in regards to COVID usually was the stocks that ripped and ran for the day. It's pretty convenient that today, every single stock that's on our watch list that's gapping up, KRYS, PTPI, number 2, number 4, NRXP, number 6, PTN, PRPO, BFRI. All of these stocks are healthcare stocks. So we know where the focus is. We know where traders and investors are at. Where are they? They're in the healthcare sector, right? Larger price stocks like KRYS, Moderna and Pfizer, right? You also have, what was the other, ADGI, right? ADGI Therapeutics, right? It's the healthcare sector. So that's where our focus needs to be because that's where everybody else's focus is as well. Now, what makes today easy? Not just because all of these stocks are in the healthcare sector. We can go out there and we could scan for other stocks in the healthcare sector that have low floats that could see some sector sympathy. So again, our job is to go look at other stocks that could see some sympathy because the entire healthcare sector is moving right now. And we could see that based on these 20 stocks that we have on our watch list. But here's the thing, we already have 20 stocks on our watch list, right? I don't think there's a need to go find another 5 or 10 that can move, right? We already have 20 stocks on our watch list that could move that are in the healthcare sector, that are low float stocks that have decent volume today. I'm going to make this easy. We're going to go through all the stocks that are on our watch list, all right? But I'm not going to talk too much about them. I'm going to put your guys' focus on the top 3 to 5 stocks that I think have the best potential, but we're going to talk about all 20 stocks, okay? All 20 stocks that I'm watching, but I'm only going to really... Sorry, guys. But I'm only really going to put a lot of emphasis on the stocks that I think have the best potential and the stocks that I think have the best opportunity right out of the gate. I say not for the day, but right out of the gate. What we can see a lot of today is what we call a mob shift, where the majority of buyers, the majority of traders go from one stock to another to another. They could all start with NRXP, right? You could start to see NRXP dump. They could all shift to PTN. PTN starts ripping. Right? PTN starts dumping, they could all move to AHPI. Then they could go to ISPC. Then they could go to CODX and PTPI. Right? I don't want to watch every single stock right out of the gate. You're going to drive yourself nuts. You're going to miss the best of the best opportunity right out of the gate. So let's go ahead and dissect which stocks have the best opportunity and why these stocks have the best opportunity. So I'm going to start with LGVN. Right? LGVN. There is no news today. The LGVN was a big-time mover last week. Coincident enough, it's a healthcare-related stock. So this stock already had some news last week that got the stock going. We caught the stock on Wednesday for the mid-candle breakout. On Friday, we had a gap down, right, in a red day. LGVN is setting up for another mid-candle breakout formation, right? We see the big green day, the mid-candle, the breakout. Big green day, the mid-candle, possibly another breakout here on LGVN. So here's my analysis that I put together this morning on LGVN. And I do like this because it's a healthcare-related stock. LGVN is a low float. LGVN does not have the volume yet. It's a low float, back burner, sleeper play. That's a healthcare stock. We're seeing some sector sympathy, and it has a mid-candle breakout. That's why LGVN is my favorite stock that I want to be watching today, right? A lot of traders aren't really looking at this one right now because the volume is not there, which is why I like it. It's a sleeper play. When it starts getting volume, we could really see LGVN really rip to the upside like it did when we caught it on Wednesday. For that first mid-candle breakout formation. So my number one stock today is LGVN for those reasons, right? Mid-candle breakout, prior mover, healthcare-related stock, low float, just needs volume, which is a great candidate for a sleeper play. LGVN is setting up for another mid-candle breakout. We have good support at $28.52, and then below $28.52 down towards around $25.50. We are looking for a break over $29.52 and $30.67, which we just broke those levels here in pre-market, to see some volume move in. What happened when we started breaking those levels? We saw a little bit of volume start to move in as we broke over $29.52 and as we broke over that $30.67 mark. Our best support is still between that $28.50, this green line, and then up towards around that $29.50 level. So I would say the best of the best supports between $28.50 and $29.50 here on LGVN, right? This stock has a lot of great potential to the upside. We're already over the close from Friday. I really want to see the stock holding above the close ideally, but if we lose the close, we're looking at Friday's lows and then potentially back down at that $28.50 level, which was the close from last Tuesday here on LGVN. So we have a nice little window of support, $28.40, $29.50. And this thing's really going to start seeing some action if it could break over $34.53. So that would be the open from Friday. So once we break the open, if we can break the open, that in 35, we have a big window over 40, up towards around 42, and then $45 on LGVN. A lot of upside potential, a lot of great reasons to be focused on this stock right out of the gate. I think this stock could really start moving and just kind of just run past everybody. Then it starts hitting breakout scanners, starts hitting high day momentum scanners, and then it starts really getting that action. This was a sleeper play on Wednesday. We caught this early, we made some good cash, and then everybody jumped into it in today. We still need to be watching LGVN for the possible mid-candle breakout. Healthcare-related stock, low float, just needs some volume. I like it a lot, and those are the reasons why I like it. This is my number one stock that I'm watching right out of the gate, guys. Okay, that's LGVN. Number two that I'm watching is going to be NRXP. This was another stock that we posted up this morning inside of chat. If you scroll back and look this morning, we were talking about KRYS, PTPI, PTN, ADGI, and PRPO. A lot of these stocks that were moving, I'm like, you know what? NRXP looks to be the best, right? I like that break on volume over Friday's highs, right around 875 as well, and that 875 just being a nice level for penny stocks. We pulled back to the 875 and we ripped to 1072. I had a 1090 target on NRXP. We got a nice little almost dollar move out of it though. It went from around that 880 all the way to 1072. In pre-market, this was the stock that I thought had some of the best potential today. I thought this stock has really good potential still for today, and that's why I want to watch NRXP as one of the top 3 to 5 stocks that we watch right out of the gate. So why is NRXP moving? So today they announced they have completed an analysis to identify clinical evidence that indicates a substantial improvement after their treatment in patients with critical COVID-19 and respiratory failure. So you have a lot of keywords there. Substantial improvement after their treatment for patients that have critical COVID-19 issues and respiratory failure. So NRXP, number one, I like the news a lot. I like this news better than any other stock with news. I like NRXP. NRXP is a 21 million in float stock. It could definitely take on off. It's trading good volume as well. And we just look at the chart. It's a clean, consistent chart to the upside, right? We're in a nice uptrend. We have a nice amount of volume. It's a low float with great volume as well. And we're above a lot of key technical levels here on NRXP as well. So if I had to take NRXP over the other 20 stocks that I've looked at so far today, NRXP is going to be one of the top 3 to 5 stocks that we watch. I'm sure you guys are asking, well, why not PTPI, Josh? Right? PTPI is trading just about the same volume, right? It's a lower float stock. It's number 2 on the leaderboard, not number 4. All right? Why do I like NRXP more than I like PTPI if some of you guys are asking that question, right? Well, number 1, PTPI is in a downtrend, okay? NRXP is in an uptrend. The trend is your friend. I like NRXP just from a visual representation of the chart. I like NRXP in the way it looks better than PTPI, okay? I like that it's trading higher relative volume. NRXP is trading higher relative volume than PTPI, okay? That's number 2. Number 3, NRXP has a damn good press release. PTPI is trading on no news. So why is it moving? Sector sympathy. So we really look at PTPI and we compare it to NRXP. Right off the bat, you would choose PTPI. Now, don't get me wrong, PTPI could be that stock that rips today. It may not be NRXP, but when we break these stocks down and we do our due diligence, we look at the volume, right? The relative volume, the float, the chart, the news. It's safe to say that we can score NRXP better on a scale of 1 to 10 if we were to do that. We would give NRXP maybe like an 8, and we would give, maybe like PTPI, maybe like a 6.5 or a 7. So not a huge difference, but in my opinion, it scores better because it has news, it has good news, and it's trading higher relative volume as well, and it has a nicer pre-market chart, right? It's very nice and consistent to the upside, and what do we know? The trend is your friend. We still have time for PTPI to actually break out of this downtrend and potentially start moving back to the upside. So that's why I like NRXP, for example, over PTPI and a lot of these other stocks as well. The number 3 stock that I like, actually, let me go back to NRXP real quick. NRXP has support still back down, good support at 875, but we do have okay-ish support right around like $9.50. We know where pre-market resistance is right at 1072. If we're looking to see how high NRXP could go, we just got to look at that daily chart, guys. That's it. We could see this up towards around 1135, $12, and then potentially like 1268 here on NRXP. So we have a decent amount of upside potential. We're right against support right now. It's a very clean chart. I like it a lot. This is going to be one of the top 3 to 5 stocks that we're watching right out of the gate. KRYS, right? KRYS is another stock that I really want to focus on right out of the gate. What is going on with KRYS? Why is it up 140%? Well, they announced positive top-line results from their phase 3 trial. All right, so announcing positive phase 3 results. That is a really good press release. That is like a 4-star press release. And the keyword is positive top-line results from their phase 3 trial. That is a 4-star keyword. That is a keyword that usually brings in a lot of hype to a stock, and that's why we see the stock up 136%. It's trading high relative volume. It's trading 10 times more volume today than it normally does. It's a low float stock as well. And the reason I like this one over other stocks is because we're in a new all-time high, right? So we have support back down at that 87.29, below 87.29, back here around these pre-market lows of 84.69, and we have a potential cup and handle breakout as well. So we called this for a break out of this consolidation back up over 100. It was a very nice trade here in pre-market. Now we can see we have one of two things, whether that be a nice big cup and handle breakouts, or whether that be a channel play where the stock comes back down to the bottom part of this channel. If it holds that support, we have room back to the top end of the channel. Regardless, we're still in new all-time highs. The sky's the limit. We could easily see the stock at $125 today on KRYS. So I like the news. It's a low float stock. It has high relative volume. It's the #1 stock on the leaderboard. Yes, it's expensive, but the stock can move. Again, the stock went from around 85 to 105 literally within 30 minutes. That's a $20 move on KRYS. If you have 10 shares, you can still make $200, right? And 10 shares may cost you, what, $1,000? But you can still make 20, 30, 40% on this expensive stock. So if you're like, man, it's too expensive, let me go look at NRXP because it's cheap. Well, don't just look at it because of the price. Look at how the stock moves. If this stock can move 20, 30% in a single trade and you have a $1,000 investment, you could still make $200 to $300 on a stock that's $100, like KRYS. It can move. It's a low float stock, high relative volume, good press release, right? That's why I like KRYS. That's why I like NRXP. That's why I like LGVN out of every other stock on our watch list, right? We're watching PTPI, right? We are going to watch PTPI, but here's my point. Is right now it looks like the focus and the attention is on those stocks, NRXP, KRYS. Those two stocks in particular, that's where I believe 80% of the focus is, okay? At any point in time, we could see that focus shift to PTPI, right? We could see that focus shift to CODX. They have news. We could see that focus shift to CEMI. They have news as well. We could even see that focus shift to APDN, who also has news. Okay, that's called a mob shift. A majority of buyers go from one stock to another. Every stock is in the healthcare sector. Every stock has potential. They're low float stocks. They're all trading volume. A good amount of them have news as well. The last thing I want you guys doing is click, 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 this stock, that stock, this stock, that stock, this one, that, and just be all over the place, right? Identify the top 3 stocks that you think have the best potential and put your focus there. Until those stocks no longer have the best potential, that's where your focus is. If we see NRXP dump at market open, right, and we see PTPI rip to the upside, we'll bring our attention to PTPI. We'll come on over the PTPI, we'll do our due diligence, we'll get prepared, we'll make money. But I do not want your head on a swivel. I don't think you guys should be looking at 15 different stocks out of the gate, right? So just, again, stocks that we have on our watch list, right? And then the stocks that we're watching right out of the gate that right now, in my opinion, have the best potential, okay? We're going to go through the list. PTPI needs to be on your watch list, but I don't think it has the best potential. CODX on your watch list, I don't think it has the best potential out of the gate. CEMI, put it on your watch list, but I don't think it has the best potential out of the gate. APDN needs to go on your watch list. PTN, AHPI, ISPC, BFRI. All of these stocks need to be on your watch list, and we need to watch them. Do your due diligence. Understand the levels, right? What you're looking for. But I don't think these stocks have the best potential right out of the gate. These are the stocks that I think have the best potential right out of the gate, and I've already explained why with the education behind it as well. KRYS, I think this stock has some of the best potential out of the gate, and that's where, you know, a majority of my focus is. NRXP, I think this stock has a lot of great potential out of the gate. That's why my focus is here right at the start of the day. LGVN as well for the mid-candle breakout, honoring the technicals. It just needs volume. It's a low float sleeper play. I like LGVN a lot. That's why I want to put a majority of my focus on this stock as well. Okay, but we do have a lot of other stocks on the watch list that have potential, but not right out of the gate. PTPI, CODX, CEMI, APDN, PTN, AHPI, ISPC, and BFRI. All of these stocks either A, have news today, or B, have moved last week. Okay, and they're all, believe it or not, healthcare related stocks. Very easy. If you're looking at options today, where do you want to put your focus for options? Okay, well, if you're looking to go long and buy some calls, look at PFE, healthcare related stock, great for options. Moderna, healthcare related stock, great for options. And look at what Moderna and Pfizer did there on Friday. So again, if we continue to see the market fall and fade and you're like, where do I get involved? Your best opportunity right now, where a lot of the focus is going to be and where a lot of the opportunity is going to be for options, is going to be Moderna, and it is going to be Pfizer as well. Okay, we are watching the SPY. We are watching the Qs. I'm going to give both of these, 15, 20 minutes out of the gate, kind of see what they look like, see what's happening, and bring our attention here and look at some technicals, right? We're going to be swing trading some puts, or we're going to see some consolidation, or we're going to rebound quick. Is it a good time to get cash secured puts? How are we going to take advantage of this? Are we going to go long on inverse ETFs? Again, right now, let's look to see how the market reacts when the bell rings. First 15, 20 minutes, let's see what the Qs look like. Let's see what the SPY looks like. Let's go look at the VIX. But again, let's wait to see what happens that first 15 to 20 minutes, then come back and get prepared. But right now, I'm watching NRXP out of the gate. I'm watching KRYS out of the gate. And LGVN out of the gate as well, team. We have 2 seconds to go. Let's get fired up. Let's have an awesome morning, team. And most importantly, let's learn, let's have some fun, and let's make some profits, guys. Got NRXP, LGVN. LGVN's already getting a lot of hype right out of the gate, guys. A lot of potential with LGVN today. First red candle, I may pull the trigger on like a little bit of a pullback. The stock has a lot of great potential today for that mid-candle breakout. NRXP, support down towards around 934 and 975. So there's a little bit of a window there for support on NRXP. So we just kind of wait and sit back. KRYS, that's the cup and handle, baby. That's a great cup and handle breakout formation over that 104, 105 level here on KRYS. So do not sleep on KRYS. This one breaking back above 100, holding above 100, and breaking over that pre-market high of 105.79 is a beautiful potential cup and handle. And just watch the breakout scanner as well. There's a lot of stocks on the watch list. Just watch our breakout scanner. If you see one of those stocks hitting the breakout scanner, that's when we bring our attention to it, right? That's when we can bring our attention. We'll even be watching our high of the day momentum scanner today. See what stocks are hitting consistent high of days. Our Halt scanners as well. Right now, we don't really have a lot hitting that breakout scanner. We don't have a lot hitting that high of the day momentum. I mean, we do have PTPI hitting the high of the day momentum scanner right now. PTPI just needs to break this downtrend, team. So if you're looking at PTPI, a break and a hold over this pre-market downtrend and over 385, you could see it back over 4 up into the 430s there on PTPI. No entries for me yet. I have no entries to start the day. I'm just kind of sitting back on my hands, right? I'm still in a turkey coma. I did not trade Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, so 4 days instead of 2, right? So I doubled the amount of time I'm away from the market. I'm still in a turkey coma. I want to make sure that I'm in the zone before I start, really attacking this market, guys. Right now, I'm still just watching KRYS. NRXP. And LGVN, but right now, definitely NRXP. NRXP could be a little bit of this cup and handle as well, guys. You could see a third touch break over 1072. You have a lot of room to 1153 here on NRXP. So right now, NRXP doesn't look bad at all for a break over 1072. Support is back down in that 950 window between 930 and 970. Right around like 950 is going to be support here on NRXP. But I still have no entries yet, team. I still don't have anything that I've entered yet. The only thing that I'm considering is LGVN, believe it or not. LGVN for a pretty long hold. I'd probably hold this for a good amount of time. It has room to like 40 bucks. And right now, bottom support is down around that 28.50. Maybe down towards around the pre-market low of 27.50, but still, the risk to reward's nice. So I'm going to take a small entry here on LGVN, guys. I am long on LGVN. We're starting to see some more volume move in, breaking over our intraday high of 34. And then breaking 35, this thing could really start taking on off. So I have a small 100 share position because we're so early in the day, right? We're only 4 minutes into the day. It is a risky trade because it hasn't broke the 34, 35 yet. But once it does, I think this thing could just blow on up and possibly get halted to the upside. And I want to be in before that happens. So again, only 100 shares, being smart, not taking aggressive size, but still looking, hey, we have $5, $6, $7 to the upside. That could still be $500, $600, $700. I don't need 1,000 shares of this trade. I need to manage my risk. 100 shares is just fine. So I am long right now, 100 shares of LGVN, right? 100 shares at 32.45 on LGVN. So right now, KRYS needs to be on everybody's watch. KRYS right now. KRYS needs to be on everybody's watch at this point in time. I mean, the spread's about $1 though, which kind of stinks. The spread's about $1 right now. But this stock breaking over the all-time high, breaking over that pre-market high of 105.79, this thing could really start taking on off, guys. Could really, really start taking on off. So this stock needs to be on everybody's high watch. You know, needs to be on everybody's radar right now. I'm starting a position on KRYS. We have nice volume moving in. Small position, but I want to kind of get my feet wet because I like both of these. Usually I don't trade two stocks at the same time, but I do like the potential KRYS has, and I do like the potential that LGVN has. Let's see. Can we get a possible mid-candle breakout here on LGVN? What's NRXP doing? NRXP still fading on over a little bit. APDN still fading and falling. CEMI trying to get a little bit of a bounce there, but still overall not a good looking chart. CODX not looking all that great. Now PTPI is trying to break that downtrend, but it hasn't broke the downtrend yet, so we still need to be patient. Break the downtrend over 380. That's when we could see some action up towards around 4. And then on PTPI, up towards around 430.16. So right now, it looks like, you know, we still have KRYS going for a possible break over that 105.79 on KRYS. We do have PTPI. PTPI not looking all that bad, guys. So we do need to put some focus here on PTPI. Again, PTPI, I want to see this holding above that 380 now. Over 380, you have room right up to 434 on PTPI. So right now, not really a lot. You know, PTPI got the break of the downtrend. It's over 380. So, I mean, this stock pulling back around that 380 level. If we can get a 380 pullback, but this thing right now is just pushing right up into that 434. And then it's 448. Again, the stock just went from 380 to like 410 without pulling back. You definitely got to sit back, be patient. Sit back, be patient, and wait for that pullback. You just got to be patient and wait for the pullback, guys. Do not try and chase this after it's already moved 30 cents to the upside. So again, just wait for that slight pullback. I mean, you do have $4 natural support on PTPI, but the best support, in my opinion, is back down at that 380. So you can play it any way you want. You can play it any way you want. $4 bounce play or a 380 dip buy opportunity here on PTPI. Right now, I'm not touching PTPI. I have 2 open positions. I'm not going to have 3. I'm already in 2, and I rarely have 2 open positions. Right now, I'm getting my ass handed to me on KRYS. Just to be honest with you, I'm taking a nice little loss here right now on KRYS. I thought this had a lot of great potential. We saw that volume really moving on in, and then it just turned on over. So right now I am taking a nice little loss there on KRYS. I still have that position on LGVN. Right now, I do like LGVN still. LGVN still intact. LGVN still has a lot of potential. Breaking 34 and 35, we could still see a lot of volume move in here to LGVN. Again, support's right around 28.40 to 29.50. Still waiting for something to set up here on PTPI, whether that be a nice little bull flag above 4, whether we just see a nice little bounce for the next leg up off 4. Again, you have room to 434 here on PTPI. So right now, KRYS is like, yeah, we're not going to break here. We're just going to fall on over. But I still like the volume. So if I'm looking at the volume, we entered into a squeeze. I didn't take a big position, so I could really let it breathe. And I know the upside potential is nice here on KRYS. But right now, it just doesn't look all that great. On the 5-minute, we're in a squeeze. We're pulling back on decreased volume. We're still intact above support. So technically speaking, KRYS is still intact for now. We'll have to see if this one can turn back over and start moving back up here a little bit. But we shall see. How's LGVN doing? LGVN may be the trade that makes some of that loss back on KRYS and put me in the green. So let's see. So PTPI right up the target. Now you got to really be patient and just sit on those hands, guys. There's no reason to be chasing this at high a day. The stock just went from 380 right up into that 434, 440 target. You got to wait for a proper pullback, a proper setup, and then get ready to attack on PTPI. How's NRXP doing? NRXP, I'm struggling right now. I mean, above 950, it still has potential above 950, so we'll have to keep this one on watch above that 950. Still got KRYS fading. Looks like LGVN getting a little bit of a pop here. It's just having a hard time getting over that 34.35, but over 34.35, that's when I think this thing could really start taking off on LGVN, and it has a decent looking mid-candle breakout as well. So let's see if buyers and traders can all just rush on over to LGVN and this be the stock that just really starts taking off. See, there's PTPI, big pullback right back down to 4. So again, hitting the breakout scanner, it's PTPI, and the high of the day momentum scanner has been PTPI as well. So we got another, okay, so we got ADGI halted right now. ADGI, another healthcare stock. They had news today. It's COVID-19 antibody likely to retain activity against the new variant. So we definitely need to put some focus here on ADGI. I don't even know why we didn't see that one popping on off. So ADGI right now, news, healthcare stock. ADGI is a low float stock as well, and this thing's just absolutely taken on off. ADGI has room to 56.24. 56.24. And then support right now, right around, you can see some support right around that $40 level, right off that first halt level, and then possibly back down off that pre-market high of 37 there on ADGI. So right now, it's ADGI, definitely one of the top stocks. PTPI still intact. Still need to keep that one on watch. KRYS may be coming off the watch list soon. We'll have to see. Maybe this one tries to rebound a little bit. NRXP, still just looking to see if this one can stay above that level of support. I still like NRXP. Has a good press release. It still has good potential to the upside. And then looking to see if traders can get LGVN going for that nice little mid-candle breakout. ADGI was halted at 942.04, so at 947.04, here in about literally 1 minute. You should be live here on ADGI here in about 1 minute. We still have a squeeze on the 5 minute KRYS. I still have that position. LGVN. I'm still holding this one as well because this stock has been an absolute beast over the past week and a half. Another possible mid-candle breakout formation, healthcare-related stock, low float. I mean, just looking at everything with LGVN, that's why I'm still holding this one, and that's why I'm willing to let this one breathe. I'm trying to be as patient as possible because I still do think, for right now, we still have some decent potential to see that, that possible mid-candle breakout on LGVN, and over that 34 and 35 is where I expect to see a lot of, big-time volume start to really move into LGVN. If we can start breaking that 35, we could see it right up into the 40s. ADGI is live. If this breaks 46.50, watch for a nice big pop to the upside. If ADGI breaks over the halt level of 46.50, watch for a big jump to the upside. There's a dollar pop to the upside. There's a new intraday high. There's $50 almost. So look at that, right over that 46.50. Quick little $3 pop to the upside there. I'm still watching, LGVN. LGVN over 35. That's where I expect to see some good price action, some good volume to move in as well. Let's see. This is like the make or break for LGVN. If this one doesn't start breaking on strong volume over 35, I'm going to lose a little bit of confidence with it. Just a little bit of confidence. Not a lot, just a little bit. In a perfect world, I'd like to see the stock starting to break that 35 here in the next 1 to 2 minutes. ADGI halted again at $50.48. That's a challenging one to catch, guys. That's a challenging one because, you're buying a break over the halt level. That's pretty challenging. It can be kind of risky depending on, are you a new trader? Are you experienced? It was a nice break over 46.50. Nice little $3 move to the upside there. Actually, about $4 until the halt. So there's a lot of potential with ADGI, but this stock moves very, very quick, very, very fast. And if you get caught up on the wrong side of the trade, it could end up being a pretty big loss. So you have to be very, very smart with how you trade a stock like ADGI that's already been halted 3 times. 3 times. And it's up over 100% on the day. Man, oh man. I'm still holding LGVN. I'm gonna take some heat. I don't have a huge position. I only have 300 shares of LGVN at 32.38. So I'm still okay with holding this and taking some heat because I still think LGVN has some good potential, but I may be in a place to where I have to start thinking about cutting my trade on KRYS. So ADGI was halted at 9:48.11. So we'll be live at 9:53.11. So you have about 3 minutes to go here on KRYS. I'm sorry, ADGI, not KRYS. I said KRYS. No. On ADGI, you'll be live at 9:53:11. So you got about 2 minutes to go now on ADGI. And again, the stock has room to that 56.24. Actually, we can bring that level up just a little bit here on ADGI. You have room to like 57.60 and then that 59.50 all-time high. So your first target, at least where all three of those bars hit, you got rejected, rejected, rejected all around that 57.62. That's going to be your next target if you guys are in on ADGI. Looking up towards around 57.62. You want to see this hold above, ideally. You want to see this holding above that 46.30-ish level. All right, guys, so it's 9:50. 9:50, and so far, to start the day, the first 20 minutes, I mean, there's opportunity, but the opportunity's really scattered. It's really scattered. I mean, there was some good opportunity there on PTPI above that 380 if you were trying to catch a break, which a lot of you guys aren't really catching breakouts. So that was a hard one to catch. You're just now getting your pullback into that 380 level to where you can look to start building a position for the next leg up to high a day and towards around $4.40. PTPI has a lot of great potential right now above that 380. We're watching ADGI for some halt strategies. Again, this is the third halt. They usually get pretty risky, but there is a lot of opportunity here with ADGI. So before we leave you guys on YouTube, ADGI is definitely one of the top three stocks you got to be watching. PTPI looks good as well. And then LGVN, for now, looks okay, right? For now. So I still do want to keep LGVN on watch. Right now, it's still okay. It still has potential, but I'm losing confidence little by little. Same thing with KRYS. It's okay. It's still intact technically, and it still shows potential. But right now, I'm losing confidence with both of these. Right now, the opportunity is on ADGI, and it's on PTPI. Other than that, CODX is doing nothing. CEMI is not doing a whole lot. APDN is doing nothing. PTN is slowly grinding on up here a little bit. AHPI isn't doing a lot right now, but we should keep this one on watch for now over on AHPI. ISPC, same thing. Not a lot of opportunity right now on ISPC, but it is showing some potential. And we could definitely take BFRI off the watch list. So we still have some decent stocks to keep on watch. ISPC for the remainder of the day. AHPI and PTN as of right now for the remainder of the day. CEMI should still be on watch as well. Now, the top stocks that I think everybody should be watching, I think we're all on the same page. ADGI, look at that. It opened. It came right down to that 46.35 and bounced. I mean, that was absolutely beautiful. Has room to 57.62. PTPI, again, over 380. Room to 434 and 440. KRYS, maybe a double bottom. If it gets back above the VWAP, we could start to see this grind back to the upside. And NRXP. I know there's a lot going on, right? But we're only about 25 minutes into the market, team. So if you're like, dude, I'm not trading anything. Where's the opportunity? Where am I going? What am I trading? Hey, you're 25 minutes in. Take a step back, right? Remain calm, cool, collective. Don't put yourself in a position to be down $1,500 like me right now, jumping in within the first 2-3 minutes on potential moves higher, right? Again, it's better to sit back, relax. Sometimes the best trades come after 10. Sometimes they come after 11. Shit, sometimes they come at the end of the day. Right now, there's a lot moving. Right now, there's a lot of opportunity, but we're looking for the A-plus opportunity, the best of the best opportunity to where we can attack and lock in some great profits, guys, okay? So right now, we know exactly what we're looking at and why we're looking at these stocks. Now, we just have to wait for the opportunity. The stock saying, oh, here you go. Are you going to trade me? What you going to do? As long as we're prepared and as long as we have a plan, right, when that opportunity presents itself, we're ready to attack. All right, team? So, ladies and gentlemen over on YouTube, enjoy the rest of your Money Monday. I will see you guys back here bright and early tomorrow on TikTok right around 8:30ish, here on YouTube right around 9 o'clock. One of these days this week, we'll be doing our free stream. Maybe that's tomorrow. Maybe it's Friday. I do not know. But I want it to be when the opportunity is just, there. It's consistent in the market. We can all have some fun. We can all make some money together. So right now, definitely enjoy the rest of your Monday, guys. If you have any questions, shoot me an email, josh@alphadaytrading.com. We're still extending our Black Friday special for Cyber Monday, I guess. So the Black Friday special that we had last week, it's still going on. You can always click that link in my bio over on the TikTok, or just come over to alphadaytrading.com and join the team. But other than that, guys, happy and safe trading. Enjoy the rest of your Money Monday, and I'll see you guys over here on YouTube, back here tomorrow, right around 9 o'clock, guys. KRYS, QLGN getting some action to it. Yep, now we got QLGN popping on off here a little bit. Another healthcare-related stock here on QLGN. No news, but again, this stock just getting some of that sector sympathy. We're seeing a lot of these stocks moving, but in my opinion, we haven't really found the one stock where traders are like, this is it, right? This is the stock, right? We have PTPI moving, you got ADGI, QLGN, but not just one stock stealing the volume, stealing the show, right? So right now, we definitely need to just get prepared on all of these stocks, right? Just get prepared, do our due diligence, and once we identify an opportunity, we're ready to attack, right? We just got to keep it that simple. Do our due diligence, get prepared, and when we see the opportunity present itself, that's when we attack. We cannot force these opportunities. The opportunities have to be presented to us, and right now, we don't really have just that A-plus opportunity being presented. LGVN, it looked like it had a lot of good potential, but right now, like I said, I'm losing a little bit of confidence with it. KRYS looked like it had a lot of great potential. I mean, it's still intact. I'm losing confidence, but we'll see here. But again, looking at, kind of the market so far today, you see a lot of stocks with a lot of good setups and some decent potential. And just these stocks not getting those moves because, again, traders are still a little uncertain on what stock should they land on, what stock has the best opportunity. Everybody's kind of still just looking at these 10 to 20 stocks, right? Until we actually see all of these traders just pick one or two stocks, I think we sit on these hands and sit on the sidelines and really identify where the best opportunity is. I do like QLGN. QLGN has a lot of great opportunity. It looks really nice. We have some light support right around 216 there on QLGN. All right, so we do have there on QLGN some light support right around 216-ish, right off of the high from November 24th. ADGI has some light support off the Halt level at 46.35. We have the VWAP right there around 46.35 as well. Again, PTPI just needs to break out of this consolidation, right? We had a nice rip, nice pullback, consolidating, getting very tight. We could see some buyers move back in and some volume move back in. Once again, pushing the stock back up towards around those intraday highs, right around that 440. Again, support right now is still $3.80 there on PTPI. I think it's safe to say we can take CEMI off the watch list. For now, we can take NRXP off the watch list. Now, we can see these stocks hitting the breakout scanner, these stocks ripping again. We can put them right back on the watch list. But right now, I think we should clean up a good amount of this watch list right now. Like AHPI, right now, it could come off the watch list. ISPC, we'll keep it on here for now. ETN, we'll keep it on here for now as well. ATXI, once again, healthcare stock. So again, we know where the opportunity is. It's just where do traders want to stay, right? We get to see some activity for 5-10 minutes on ATXI. Then they all shift to QLGN and then they shift to ADGI. Where is the focus going to be? I do like ADGI probably the most out of all these other stocks. Again, above 46.35 We can see a nice strong bounce pushing the stock back to 53. So I would say ADGI looks good right now. QLGN above that 216 looks good, back to 240. And then up towards around 256 there on QLGN. KRYS is trying to get a little bit of that reversal. I did average down on this stock right here off the higher low before the pop back above VWAP. Looking to see if we can get this back into the green a little bit. I'm in at a 97.70 cost basis on KRYS. LGVN is probably going to get me stopped out here. My cost basis here is around 32.30, so I'm not down drastically. But still, I mean, it had great potential. It was looking great up until 948. 948, losing confidence, not looking great whatsoever. But again, under that 29.50, I'll have to start taking some size off the table. You know, that was my plan. Was looking for that $40 pop, have a nice cost basis around that 32.30, nice tight stop, good risk reward. If I get stopped out, I get stopped out. We will see. So nothing right now on PTN, nothing on ISPC. In reality, nothing right now on LGVN. Nothing really right now on PTPI. This one's getting a big rug pull, guys. Still seeing the same rug pull action. I mean, still need to be mindful that just because we have a hot market, just because we have a lot of stocks ripping and running and moving nice, we're starting to see a lot of, still seeing that rug pull action, guys. A lot of this rug pull. So that's kind of what we talked about a little bit last week, is how to trade this market, especially when we're seeing a lot of these penny stocks with nasty rug pulls. It's not looking for great setups to take longs. It's staying on the sidelines, sitting on the sidelines. If you miss a trade, you miss it. But again, 80% of the time, we're seeing these rug pulls. We're seeing these bases, and then we see the rally. So it's a rug pull, it's a base, it's a rally. So instead of looking for a good move, when you really think that that stock has found base, it's consolidating, it's breaking out of its consolidation on high volume, try to not take these trades to prevent getting caught up in a rug pull. Again, wait for the rug pull, wait for that base, wait for that next leg up. ULGN just still fading, cannot hold any levels of support. ADGI, again, with that whole approach, that theory of, not taking the best of the best setups, just simply waiting to see if we get a rug pull and then trying to trade right after a rug pull for the next leg up. That's kind of what seems to be working lately, especially with penny stocks. Get a little bit of that drop base rally. So again, out of every stock that we currently have on watch, I like ADGI the most. I know it's a little pricey. It's about 47 bucks, but I do like it the most. We've had some halts. We're holding these halt levels. We do have some good price action. I mean, good buying moving on in. So I do like ADGI the most over 46.35. LGVN, I'm going to have to walk away from this, guys. Right now, not starting my Monday good. Not starting my Monday good. I got a hard stop on LGVN. I got a hard stop on KRYS. I was not expecting both of these to go against me, but that's trading. That's stock trading, right? Like, just because the setup's there and everything looks great doesn't mean it's going to happen. And unfortunately, taking a pretty big loss to start my Monday. Not even big size, right? Took proper size. I was okay with the risk, but I guess my mindset was, I don't expect both of these to go against me. If one goes against me, the other one pops, I'm still gonna, yeah, that was just maybe the wrong mindset. I expect one of these to work, but right now, you know, I'm taking heat on both. If I get stopped out on both of these, I'll probably have to sit on my hands the rest of the day here, not to give a lot back. You know, I do have 2 open positions. I normally don't take more than one. Right now it's 2. I definitely can't see myself taking a 3rd position, even though I like the potential, you know, that ADGI has. So right now, you know, ADGI above that 46.35, guys, re-breaking 50. Watch for a big spike and a big pop to the upside. This is like the best looking stock, in my opinion, at this point in time, is ADGI. Are we going to get a rug pull? Oh, are we still seeing the same rug pull stuff? Oh, look, we are seeing it, guys. I mean, that's the trend in the market. That is the consistency in the market. It's sad, but you see a nice stock ripping on up, right? Bounce, nice double bottom with a doji, with volume, and you see the curl, right? You see that curl right here. You're like, okay, maybe this is a good setup. This is looking great. It's really respecting that 46.35. You see the curl, and you see buyers starting to move in. That right there, in a consistent, non-manipulated market with not a lot of rug pulls. This is a great setup that you typically see just pop and get that nice little run, you know? But now, boom, rug pull, rug pull, rug pull. So again, like I said, you see really good setups, really good setups. You have to really be disciplined to say, you know what? It's a good setup. It's almost like an A+ setup, right? I'm liking it. I'm loving it. But the risk of a rug pull is there. It really is. The risk of a rug pull, it's there. So, I mean, it's so hard to say, don't trade good setups. You're probably like, what? Don't trade good setups, Josh. Listen, it's really hard because you see a good setup, you want to trade it. But what are we seeing? A lot of great setups, a lot of good setups not playing out, followed by rug pulls. So again, if you see a great setup and it pops and rips and runs, watch it, right? Just watch it. But if you see a good setup and you get that rug pull, get prepared to take advantage of where you could be looking to get in if you see that drop, the base, and the rally. So right now, looking to see where this is going to hold on up, right? Just looking to see where the base is going to be here on ADGI, right? Rug pull, the drop, trying to find a base, and when we start to see that volume move back in, that could be our rally, pushing the stock back up into these highs here.